Whoa, what's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? You bought bit more complex sports checking in.
Why? Say the boot disease, yeah, conflict of sports. Damn, I got my straight facts back there, man.
Oh man, that don't matter, man. You
Got the straight facts back there, man. You let me
yeah,
see.
but you still repping. You
Yeah.
got it on, so you still repping,
Oh yeah, y'all see that conflict of sports.
still repping, still repping. Man,
Conflict of sports.
first things first, man. I'm jumping straight into it, man. We got the playoffs starting this weekend, wild card weekend. Jumping straight into it.
Straight into it, man. Let's get it. Very interesting. And I think we say this time after time over the last couple of seasons, man. These man. These Detroit Lions, man. You know,
Yeah,
last year, um, NFC Championship game. Um,
yep. Lose
I
to the
want to,
40.
I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong. A few years ago, the Lions was in the Super Bowl, right?
Mm-mm.
They almost made it.
No, last year.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So last year, NFC Championship game. This year, back in the playoffs, leading the conference.
Yep.
Walking into the playoffs, home field advantage. I'm interested in to see how this plays out, man. Honestly, outside of Minnesota, Green Bay, the Eagles, all around teams,
Yeah.
I think Detroit is the all around well on offense and defense. That's just me. And I
Yeah.
like Detroit going into these playoffs, man. I really do.
Yeah. The only thing is they are banged up on defense.
They
They they
are.
they have a lot of players on defense that's on the injured reserve list. So that's the only thing. And and they lost one of their key weapons on offense too
Running back.
to their running back duo David Montgomery. So, but
Yeah.
as we all saw, they still got it in Jameer Gibbs. 4 touchdowns. Yeah, 4 touchdowns Sunday night. So
And honestly, they got some good games Sunday, man. I mean, this just the weekend. You got the Chargers, Texans,
yep,
the Steelers, Ravens, the Broncos and the Bills, the Packers and the Eagles, the Commanders and the Bucks, then the Vikings and the Rams.
yep.
All six of those games are some great matchups.
Yeah. Uh some games can go either way. Some games it should go certain ways. Uh
Yeah.
but um yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be some good games, man. Like the Chargers Houston, that game could kind of go either, that game could kind of go either way.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, Baltimore, we know how those games go. That's
Yeah.
that's that's rival. That's what I'm saying. That's big rivals.
Right.
Those games is always a fight. Um, but I
Bills.
definitely think ball. I definitely think Baltimore will pull it off though.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I like Baltimore over the Steelers too. I ain't
M
gonna lie.
MV3, MV3.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna get his third MVP.
I mean, at this
Like
point
when
of
you look,
the season,
I know some people. And look, Josh Allen is well deserving of an MVP as well. But when you compare Lamar numbers this year to his numbers last year, while winning the MVP last year, his numbers are even better this year.
yeah. Yeah.
So
Say,
I
man.
think he's gonna win his third MVP.
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be out of. It's definitely gonna be out of Lamar, Josh Allen, and the sleeper, bro, Joe Burrow. Like I think.
Well, he wasn't. Well, honestly, they didn't even put him in the. They didn't even put him in the conversation, and it pretty much only because the team record.
The
But
team. I mean, I figured that.
but when you look at his numbers, he led the league in passing yards, passing touchdowns, completions. So he got the numbers to be in the conversation, but the team kind of fell short. So
yeah. So I mean, the conversation is I'm looking at and this is my first time just looking at it. You got Josh Allen, you got Lamar, you got Saquon, you got Joe Burrow, you got Jared Goff. It's
definitely,
going
definitely Josh Allen, Lamar, and Saquon.
so
Right there.
my thing with Saquon is and not taking nothing away from what he did the whole season, but
Mm-hmm.
when you look back and you look back at these last games, you go back to week 18 and you sit Saquon, again, I get the you don't want him to get hurt, you don't want him to whatever. But now you set him, and if you don't go to the Super Bowl and win it all,
Yeah.
then what was the point of sitting him when he could have broke the record and really, when again, yeah, injuries do happen, but when you get a time like this to hit one of these milestones and accomplishments, yeah, it could come out to I'm not playing for stats and this and that, and that's cool. But when you sit these players to say, oh, we're gonna sit them because they're gonna come out strong and healthy and help us win, you have to win it all, man. And that's just where I'm at with the Eagles. Like the Eagles have to win it all now.
Yeah.
Like, or what was the point of sitting Saquon when he could have played, got the record, and then possibly got out the game? No telling how fast he would have hit the record just to say. And they won.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
But
know?
he didn't he wasn't worried. I guess he didn't, and that's the type of dude Saquon is. Like he wasn't really worrying about the record. But me, especially
Come,
against the Giants,
come on, man.
I
Like,
would have
come on,
I
man.
would have want to do it. If I was Saquon, I would have definitely want to break it against the Giants. I'm sorry,
Bro, this is history.
I'm breaking it against the Giants.
This is history. Probably the most historic accomplishment of his career.
He could have broken it in the first quarter and then boom, now
That's
y'all
what
can
I'm
take
saying. Okay, exactly. Break it in the first quarter and get out of there, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? So again, it's like you at this point, you gotta win it all. What was the point of sitting those players? If like that's why I'm at with them, man, and Saquon on that record, man. But yeah, man, this
it. And then
MVP.
and then and then look at this. And look, bro. Big ups to Derrick Henry too. You know what I'm saying? Bro, you got a running back. One running back ran for 2,000 yards, and another one ran for 1,900.
See, boy, that boy Derrick Henry, bro, it's like
First time, the first time a running back has ran for 1,900 yards and not win the Russian title.
older than
Because
middle,
you got the
bro.
other running back that ran for 2,000.
Yeah, you feel me?
So big ups to Philadelphia and Baltimore's offensive line. Big ups to the big men on the offensive line. Because without the big men doing their job on the offensive line, they can't get all these yards.
I agree.
Because it starts with the big boys. It starts with the big boys in the middle, man. These dudes not getting good blocks. You're not getting 2,000 yards and 1,900 yards. So, but yeah, but yes, like you said, man, it's gonna be some games.
Yeah.
One of my upsets, I got Washington beating Tampa Bay.
Okay, I got that too. That's I got that. And not because Tampa Bay is in our division and it's just hate. I really do think Washington is playing at a way higher level right now, and I just think Washington a better team.
Yeah, and we get to see Marshawn versus Mike Evans, even though it's not in the black and gold anymore, but we get to see Marshawn Lattimore versus Mike
Yeah,
Evans,
you're right.
and we
You're
know
right.
how that goes. So, but no, but I really think, yeah, but I think Washington is the better team. Like, yeah, I think they're the better team. You know, Jaden Daniels, he done his thing this season. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Um, Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Honestly,
Mm.
when you give them offensive rookie, it's like, well, I guess that's how they broke it down now. They get offense and defense, right? They don't give just rookie of the year.
Nah, yeah, it's offense and defense.
Yeah, I was about to say because it's like at this point, I mean, he's rookie of the year. Oh, like he's rookie, offense or defensive. He's. I mean, he's carrying his team basically.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a quarterback. Quarterback that's different from being a rookie running back or a rookie receiver. But and it's crazy because I was reading the comments on the so they had a post. I seen a post that was like he said he was talking to his lineman. He was like, man, it's low key rocking in here. It was talking about the stadium. I guess how
Yeah.
loud the stadium was in Washington. And then just reading the comments and somebody was like, well, I mean, if you look at it, I mean, he did play at that Valley, like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for him to be
Yeah.
like, it's rocking in here, it had to be loud because we know how loud that Valley can get.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, just that itself is like it was kind of easy for him to transition to the big lights and it's a different game, it's different players, but the aspects of the TV and the big lights is like he used to it already versus
Oh yeah.
someone who's never played on a big stage or even in a big game of their life like that. Just you know. So I definitely like Washington over Tampa, man.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Denver Buffalo.
I got
We know
Buffalo,
how
bro. I ain't gonna lie.
we know how it should go, but anything could happen in the playoffs. Anything could happen. Um, it shouldn't be a close game. If I'm gonna be honest, it shouldn't be a close game,
Okay.
but anything goes. Green Bay and Philly. That's gonna be a good game.
That's gonna be a good one.
That's gonna be a good game
That's
because
gonna come down. That's gonna come
you
down
can't cause
to
you can't sleep on Green Bay.
King. King. Yeah,
Because
you
they
can't
can
see.
throw the ball. They can run the ball. You got Josh Jacobs.
The thing about, and I don't really know who Philly backup is, but the thing about their quarterback, but the thing about
Kenny Pickett is the backup.
yeah. So the thing about Green Bay is Jordan Love gotta stay healthy. Gotta stay healthy. Because
Yeah.
if we go back and remember what happened in week 1 or 2,
Yeah.
he goes down and they lose in a close game.
Yeah.
So it's gonna come down to who stay healthy, man, and who just stay
Yeah.
on
And
top of it.
Jalen Hurts is coming back from a concussion.
Exactly. Exactly. So it's gonna
And
come down to whoever stay healthy, man, for real, for real.
yeah. And Another another one that is gonna be a good game. The Rams and the Vikings.
Monday night. That's crazy. That's a Monday night game.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be a good one because the Rams woke up. The Rams pretty much woke up the last couple of weeks of the season.
I mean, I just told you Jared Goff is in the MVP race.
No, that's
My
Stafford.
bad. He over there, huh?
Yeah, Jared Goff is in. That's Detroit.
Oh, you're right. They did switch. They
Yeah,
switched. Well, wait.
yeah,
Oh, you're right. Jared Goff was in LA and he went to Detroit and then they got
yeah,
Stanford.
yeah.
Right.
That's
You're right.
yeah.
My bad. Stafford. You're right. You're
Stafford
right.
Stafford won because you remember the Rams won the Super Bowl a few years ago.
Yeah, I remember that. When a matter of fact, their first year, I think, back in LA. Oh, they got the new stadium. When they got the new
Yeah,
stadium.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So Matthew, you know what I'm saying? Matthew Stafford got the experience. You got Cooper Kupp. You got Puka Nakua, Kyron Williams. So the so and you got the Vikings. Darnold, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison,
And
Aaron
and they
Jones,
play
Cam
in
Akers.
LA, huh?
Yeah.
And they play in
But
LA.
depending on what happens with the wildfires, they
Right.
I saw today if they have to move the game, it'll be played in Arizona.
At a neutral site.
Yeah.
Makes sense. That totally I like that. That totally makes sense. Why move it to Detroit? I mean, why move it to Minnesota? I like that. Neutral
You
site, no
already
home field advantage.
you know what I'm saying, which you're already on the West Coast. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're already gonna be on the West Coast, so you gotta go somewhere close.
Yeah. No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I like
So
that.
that's gonna be a good game. So
Yeah.
wild card weekend gonna be an interesting is going to be an interesting one, man. And I cannot wait.
Yeah.
And for anybody that may not know, the Pittsburgh Baltimore game will be on Amazon. So if you ain't got Amazon, you might want to get Amazon. I'll go by somebody who got Amazon. Y'all can watch the game.
Amazon, man. Okay. Okay. Amazon.
Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. The playoffs going to be good. But next thing I want to get in, and I hate topics like this, but we have to talk about it. And the NFL constantly showing us in these situations just how they feel at times. So you got two head coaches.
Right.
First year being full head coaches. You got one was the interim you got one, he was the interim head coach at the end of last season. You got another
Okay.
coach. You got one coach. This was both their first year being full-time head coaches.
Yeah.
And one was his first year, literally, with any coaching.
Yeah.
They get fired after just one season.
What color were they?
Rod Mayo, former Patriot and Super Bowl winner with the Patriots. Antonio Pierce.
He played for the Steelers, huh?
Played for the Steelers and he played for the Raiders at one point.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
both these coaches
I
get
don't want to
fired.
go there. I don't want to go that route, but
I don't want to go there neither. They get fired after one season. You got coaches like Dennis Allen, who had a job for 3 years. For 3 years before he got fired. You got the coach in New York, the Giants coach, Brian Daboll, hasn't done anything. He still has a coaching job. You got a lot of coaches that It's not. They suck, and they keep. They've been keeping jobs, and you got these two coaches 1 year, and they're fired with teams that. What do you expect them to do in 1 year?
I agree.
The Patriots. Bill Belichick couldn't do anything in his last year with the Patriots. What do you expect a first-year head coach to do with this team
Yeah.
in one season? What do you expect? Same thing for the Raiders. What do y'all expect this man to do in one season?
That's wild, man.
When y'all don't give them anything, y'all haven't gave them anything to work with, and it take longer than one season.
Right, like you don't even let them try to rebuild. Like you don't even you don't even try to at least get them, let them have a full fucking off season, free agency, full draft, full, like you don't even let them have a full even potential to, again, like I said, to even try to rebuild. Like nigga, I don't even have time to I don't even know what's to put a plan together to see which route we gonna go.
For real.
Like that's crazy. But again, I don't want to go that route. But I mean,
but we, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta say it.
Just go look and see what both of them guys has in common, other than being former players.
Like, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta say it without saying, because that's ridiculous, man. That's ridiculous. Like one season, like you find, you know what I'm saying, and this go, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, that's ridiculous, man. You don't fire a coach after one season. Like
that's wild. Yeah, nah, that's wild as fuck. I wanted to touch on this guy Derek Carr, man. So he come out and say he's not taking a pay cut.
Yeah. But he'll restructure.
He'll restructure.
But he's not taking a pay cut.
So again, when you restructure, I mean, what are you going to do? You just want them to take some. You want them to keep the same amount of money, but just take some years off. Like if you restructure, you're gonna eventually have to take a pay cut.
Like they is like they put, it's like they take some money and put it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they take some money and put some money here, or you know what I'm saying?
I said, go and get that nigga his money right now and cash him out, man. Get him out of there, man. Go ahead. Y'all gonna do all of this, and if y'all don't win in the next couple of years, y'all ain't gonna get no revenue. Y'all, it's just gonna be a loss, and now y'all definitely gonna be in a rebuilding stage. So go ahead, get this cat out of there, do what y'all do, and start rebuilding now while they have these quality players coming out of the draft now. Like you have the next couple.
But I know pretty much though, for salary cap reasons, it'll be better for them to keep him, because this would be his last year. This will be his last year under contract.
Right now, this is last season coming up.
This season coming up will be his last season under contract, because he only signed.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we can suffer one more year with him. I guess one more. You know, I guess one more won't hurt. But restructure, man, fuck restructuring. Get that nigga out of there. Get him out of there. If you're gonna restructure something to where you're gonna give him something, but don't give him all them years. Get that nigga 1 year and restructure that shit and get him out of there, dog. Bro. I'm gonna be highly pissed if I gotta at least see this guy for at least 2 more seasons, bro. I'm gonna be pissed. Like,
yeah, I'm ready for Mickey Loomis to go to. He can go to.
Man,
I just read something earlier where it said that Dennis Allen had said it on a podcast that Mickey Loomis had came to him and basically Mickey Loomis did not want to fire Dennis Allen. Mickey Loomis did not want to get rid of Dennis Allen. He was not the one who wanted to do it. It was
Right.
Gail. It was Miss Benson.
It was the owner.
Yes, it was Miss Benson that said enough is enough.
That one thing I can say about Benson.
Because she went around talking one-on-one with the players.
Yes.
And ultimately, hey, look, it's time for him to go. But Mickey Loomis was not in favor of firing Dennis Allen. That should let you know what you need to know right there. It's time for him to go too. It's time for him to go too.
Yeah, I think, I think she, and it makes sense because Gail tapped in. She more tapped in with the city, with the fans, with the, she may not have much knowledge about sports and all of that, but she's pretty hands on with the culture and the city itself. I can say that.
Yeah, and with some of these names I've been seeing that they want to interview for the head coach's job, I'm like, bro, are y'all serious? Like, are y'all really serious? And then another thing I read about potential candidate, Detroit defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn,
the black guy,
former Saints player,
okay,
former coordinator for the former coach on the Saints staff. Mickey, I read this. If Mickey Loomis would go with Aaron Glenn,
okay,
he would want Aaron Glenn to keep the coaches that are on the staff now on the staff. He would not want him. He would not want him to build his own staff.
Right. I mean, hey, that makes sense.
Which is, hey, these coaches have to build their own. These coaches have to put their own staff together.
Right. Yeah. And then you can't, again, like you said earlier.
Like, yeah, you might, of course, you don't want to, of course, you may not want to get rid of every coach or coordinator that's on the staff. No, you don't want to get rid of everybody completely, but there are certain areas, yes, if you're bringing in a new coach, let that coach bring in the people that he wants to bring in.
Coordinators and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So that kind of, when I read that, that was kind of like, come on, Mickey Loomis, what are you doing? All right. And I guess they're saying Aaron Glenn would be in favor, and he would be in favor of it. But I don't know. I just know, man, we have to we got some changes to make. We need some changes.
Yeah, bro. We've been in this rebuilding. Like we've been in this rebuild. Like how long Breeze been going?
Since 2020.
Exactly. It's 20. It's going on 20. Well, we going on 2025 season. 5 seasons, dog. It's like we've been rebuilding long enough now. We got to get back to this winning now. Like it's 5 years after Drew Brees, bro, and it's like you didn't had 10 different quarterbacks. Like our last couple games, we ain't played with one starting receiver. Nigga, we had fucking tight ends out there playing receiver. You had people upgrading from the practice squad who, you know what I'm saying? It was ridiculous out there. No lie. Like, fucking the last game of the season, fucking Tampa Bay came back and won. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, man, it's horrible to watch, bro. Just like, we come out them first 2 games. I don't know what happened, what it was. We come out them first 2 games. We're like, oh, man, it's a hell of a season. And after that, it's just like,
yeah,
ran the brown bags out.
It was a domino. It was a domino effect, man. It was just one piece of the puzzle goes down, boom, another piece go down, another piece go down. But it just It was a domino effect, man. It was a domino effect. But hey, it's all good. At least we wasn't the only, team to have, underachieving year, you know. But we get the ninth pick, so we're gonna have the ninth pick in the draft.
I
Um,
seen that.
hopefully we can do something good, with
You
the
know
with the
what?
ninth pick in the draft.
I got a
Um,
feeling, bro, and I mean it might not be bad, but I got a feeling that these motherfuckers gonna go get old boy Will from LSU, the lineman,
offensive lineman.
offensive lineman.
But at this point, we look
No, no,
right now. I wouldn't even be mad because we
right,
do need to fix the offensive line.
exactly, exactly. And I'm only saying that because okay, we look at by the time the ninth pick come, the Travis Hunters, the Shadors, the Cam Wars, all them
Oh
they
yeah,
gonna
they
be gone
gone.
already.
They gone.
They're gonna be gone already. And so we gonna get down to that. It's gonna be like, okay, we can use that. And I would like that pickup. I would like that pickup.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that. You know what I'm saying? But also if there is, if there is a good skilled player, I wouldn't mind them taking that as well. You can always get offensive linemen, all throughout the draft.
Right.
So
But can you get that caliber
yeah.
of lineman? You know? Yeah, man. Yeah. What you think about on speaking of the draft? What you think about Shador saying he ain't going?
Oh, he not going to the draft?
Yeah. Yeah. He said they're gonna be in Colorado.
Nothing wrong with that.
Right. I mean, it's new to me because it's the first time ever like a top pick is gonna be like for me that from that I can remember a top pick won't be at the draft on
Yeah,
purpose. On purpose, like not planning to go. It's already in my mind. I'm not going to the draft.
yeah.
And I was thinking back to him like, man, this nigga Shador is on vacation. Nigga, everybody else is going back to school and got rest of school finished off. This nigga's in somewhere on vacation. You know what I'm saying?
That's what they're used to, man.
Must be the money.
That's what they're used to. You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro. Facts.
And look,
Facts.
nobody can be mad at him or bro. This is how they live. He's been living like this. He's
It's
been
in him.
experiencing.
It's in him. Literally, it's in him.
So
Like, but
you
the
know what
thing
I'm
about
saying?
Shador, I like too. See, Shador ain't as flashy. He's flashy, but he ain't as flashy as Dion was. Cause Dion talk like That's the thing about Dion. Dion would talk.
Yeah,
Like Dion will tell you, like Shador just jury. He'll show you like he'll stunt.
yeah,
Dion
yeah, yeah,
gonna talk that talk to you like yeah. That's what I like about Shador. He don't really talk like. And even when they ask him things like after the bowl game when he lost, just his response of like, they asking him like, hey, what about how you feel about this you and your dad last time ever playing together? And he just like, man, I'm not worried about that right now. Like y'all looking at that because that's my dad, that's Deion Sanders, that's Coach Prime. This is my dad. I live with him.
yeah,
He's coached my whole career.
yeah,
Like even after football, he's my dad. Like
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And like I say, just the way he handled it, like, man, I'm not worried about that. I want to focus on this loss, this big bowl game, this loss, see how we can, regroup from that and then focus on what's next to come, which is the
yeah,
NFL, the draft, the combine.
yeah. And Genty declared for the draft.
Okay, okay. I seen a mock draft about him. I seen they dropped him down all the way down to damn near 15 or 20.
Yeah, but
But
a lot of running backs really don't go high in the first round too much.
exactly. No, I agree. I agree. I totally agree.
You know,
Totally.
he now he may be the first running back taken off the board, But will it be high in the first round? Who knows? It depends on what a team needs.
Right. I agree. I agree. It's gonna be an interesting draft though, for sure, for sure, for sure. I'm very
Yeah.
interested to see what Cam Ward gonna end up.
Mhm. That's gonna be interesting. Uh, there's definitely a couple teams that need quarterbacks. Definitely a couple teams that need quarterbacks. Uh,
Yes.
wide receivers, I think. I gotta start looking into what wide receivers are coming out. See how deep the wide receiver class is. Um,
Say, not to cut you off, because I'm looking at this. The Saints just they interviewed Anthony Weaver, the Dolphins defensive coordinator.
never even heard of them.
Right. And I've never seen any team post this shit. Like the Saints literally post, we have completed a virtual interview with Anthony Weaver for our head coach position. They posted this shit 6 hours ago. Like, what? I ain't never, I don't know. But yeah, we want Eric Glenn though. Bring Eric Glenn on in, man. That's the one that makes sense right now.
So that look, Drew Brees, and that's what Drew Brees was saying. Like that's his top pick.
Come on, man.
Brees, come be a quarterback coach.
Come be a quarterback coach, man. You feel me?
Shit, I'd even take him for the head coach.
And
Shit,
bring Breeze in the head coach, man. Come on in, man.
for
Come on
real.
in.
I would definitely take him as a head coach. Like that's a smart dude, bro. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't get it, bro. That's why him and Sean Payton was so good together because he was a coach on the field. Like you know what I'm saying, or a coordinator. Either I'd take him as a coach or a coordinator. Yeah,
Something. Just something. What you gonna go work for the TV people for? Come work for us. I'm gonna go broadcast.
yeah. But another thing I'm ready for and excited about is this new women's league, unrivaled, the 3-on-3 league. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Look, Ice Cube got the big three. The women say they jumping in it too, and they got theirs unrivaled, starting next Friday, 17th.
Yeah.
So, and they got the sponsors. They have sponsors. It's gonna be on TNT,
Okay.
True TV, and wait, make sure. Yeah, TNT, True TV, and Max.
I'm gonna have to check that out for sure, man. Cause like I said, I remember we talked about it a while back, but I ain't never see nothing like you said. I ain't never see nothing saying it's confirmed and coming out. I ain't never see
Yeah.
nothing about it.
Oh yeah, man. They it's 6 teams. They got 6 teams. Well, yeah. It's mainly TNT and True TV, and then you can catch it. You can also catch the games on HBO Max on demand. But yeah,
Okay.
it's 6 teams. The Laces, the Lunar Owls, the
Okay.
Myth, Phantom, Rose, and Vinyl. They jerseys clean, the colors dice, the basketball clean, and this is going to be. I think they're going to be in Miami.
Okay. Okay. So it's gonna be a neutral place.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're going to be in Miami. Yeah, and yeah, man, they're gonna be balling out there, man. And the other thing I like about this league, and it's like it's the first year, is
Yeah.
Brianna Stewart and Nafisha Collier from Minnesota. They're the two head honchos who came up with the idea for the
Yeah.
league. And every player in this first season will have ownership percentage going forward.
Okay. Okay.
So and I like that. So going forward, every player that's playing this season, they're all going to have ownership percentage.
That's dope. That's
Yeah,
I mean, I guess that was needed.
yeah, yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be. I'm gonna be watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look more into it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I
Yeah,
mean, look like
they got the Instagram page. They got an Instagram page for the league, unrivaled basketball.
yeah, that's fire as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. 3-on-3.
Yep, and they're gonna be out there trying to cook each other. They.
Honestly, like you say, well, and out for that though, but just the WNBA, bro. I can't wait till the I think it's the Valkyries. I think I'm saying it right.
The Valkyries.
The Valkyries. Yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to catch a game over there. Like honestly, and just to be able now to catch Angel Reese and the other
And
the
she's
other.
playing, and she's playing in the 3-on-3 league.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Just the name a few. Like I said, Brianna Stewart, Nafisha Collier. That's they starting it, but Angel Reese and that Cameron Brink playing, Chelsea
Oh,
Gray from the Aces playing, Skylar Diggins Smith, she's playing. Just to name a few. You got some girl, man. You got some hoopers in there. They're
yeah.
going to be balling.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's more viewership, is more viewership for the world. So while yes, it's just gonna be 3-on-3, but it's more viewership and more eyes, and more spotlight for the women.
No, definitely. Definitely. Because once they start, build up this fan base here, then once it's time for the season come, now you're gonna have, just the fans and things looking for these players who play. Oh, who went off in the 3-on-3 league? Now I want to follow her career to the WNBA and see what she do over there because I'm a fan of her.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Definitely.
saying. And like I said, most of the people are already WNBA fans are going to be watching, and maybe people who aren't WNBA fans will watch this league and want to tune into the WNBA season when that season comes back around.
Right.
So I'm just ready. I'm just excited, that the women's game is growing constantly all around college, WNBA, is growing. It's going to continue to grow as it should.
As
it should.
I mean, they've been looking for ways to grow the WNBA. Hey, it's a start.
Yeah, it is.
It's a start.
It is. It is. And last thing we got to get in, man. Last thing. My ball just celebrated. Birthday. 40.
Big 40, man.
40. This man is 40. He got his son in the league with him.
At 40. See, bro.
We've been watching this dude for a long time.
Since before his kids was born.
And
he was a kid.
I'm like, I'm talking like he, like super older than me when Brian just a year older than me.
Right, but when you watch them, it's like that nigga 40 in basketball years. Like, so that's it's like
basketball terms and years.
Yeah,
But and look, he's not the first player to play at. He's not the first basketball player to play at 40. But how he's playing is what makes it different. Because normally, we've seen it. A lot of the players, once they get to their late 30s,
Yeah.
they drop off. They're not as athletic. They're not as they can't move how they did when they was younger. This dude's still out there moving like obviously, Father Time doesn't, Father Time catches up with everybody.
Yeah.
No, is he is he as fast as he was younger, Bron? No, he obviously he not as fast as he was on the court as he used to be, but he still moves. He definitely still moves.
Right.
Like a what I'm saying, like a younger player on the court. He has moments, yes. Of course he'll have moments where it's like, okay, you gotta remember, brother, dude is 40 years old now.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
he's gonna have those moments in game. But then he's also gonna have moments where it's like, yo, bro, like this dude is 40 years old. Like last night, he just did yes, they lost the game, but dude just did a windmill with his offhand, with the left hand.
I've seen that. The left hand. I seen that. I seen that.
Like so, like yeah, man. But just to have been able to watch Bron since high school to now, look, yes, people, which it comes with the territory, of course, people gonna always critique,
Yeah.
people gonna always critique, certain aspects. Oh man, the 6 losses in the finals. Yeah, he went 10 straight years. Do you know how hard that is to do? Even though he
Yeah.
lost, even though he lost, his, you know, 6 losses in the final. Yes, that's a lot. But does anybody know how hard that is to really go back to the finals year after year after year after year? You know what that does to your body, to your mind,
I'm
you
gonna
know?
just say this, bro. And for basketball fans, or if you're a fan of the game or of these players, then you pretty much once I say this, then you pretty much know where I'm going at. So, and back to what you were saying, this isn't the first person that's playing in the league at 40, but it's how he's playing at 40. And to put that in perspective, when Jordan was 40, Jordan was playing for the Wizards. So
Yeah.
you got who you taking? You taking LeBron at 40 with the Lakers, or you taking Michael Jordan in 2003 with the Wizards? Who you taking?
And MJ is my dog.
No, and if you know me, MJ is
That's
my
my
dog.
dog. But I'm taking, if we looking at, what I'm saying, Jordan at 38, 39, 40, LeBron at 38, 39, 40. I'm taking Bron.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
I'm
Like,
I'm taking Bron. You know, like is no doubt about that, man. So, like I said, man, people can critique. Oh man, he got 6 losses in the final, but at the end of the day, man, the man has checked off every box. He's checked off every box that you want to check off in your NBA career. So, does he have anything else left to prove? No. If he doesn't win another NBA championship, will that hurt him? No. It will not hurt him at all if he does not win another NBA championship. He's got 4. He got 4 in an NBA Cup, but he's got he got 4. He's got 4 NBA championships, 4 MVP, 4 Finals MVP. What do you got? Three or 4 league MVPs. I'm saying, like, he got the gold medals. You know, he don't have nothing left. He really does not have anything else to prove. He doesn't. He's boom,
I
bam. His
mean,
name is stamp.
the only thing he would. I mean, the only thing he really can do is to get Bryson the lead and have to and play with his two sons. Like that's that's
For
the that's honestly that's probably the only real thing that's left for him to do in the sport of basketball.
play with both his sons, like bro, like
Who? No one has ever did that.
no,
No one. Well, who? I mean, it's probably someone if we go look probably play in the league with their son. I don't know right off the back. I don't know. But again,
in basketball, no. In the
exactly. So
NBA,
again,
no.
what else could he do besides play with both of his sons? Like he's accomplished everything. You know,
Yeah, he he
he
really
solidified
has.
his spot in the history of basketball as one of the greatest players ever to play the sport.
Yeah, and that's what nobody can deny that. Nobody can take that from him. Like
He's made that. He came in the lead. In the lead, Michael Jordan came through Kobe era and still stood and was LeBron and branded LeBron James through all of that. You're gonna
yeah,
have kids that I want to be like Michael Jordan. My favorite player Kobe. My favorite player LeBron James. That's just you're gonna have that. You're gonna have like that's eras. My
yeah,
Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. In between those, you got the Allen Iversons and them and the KDs, and you have the other players. But if we going top, we're going. That's me. That's my top three that I've seen play greatest, like in orders of accomplishments and things like that. Yes, like I'm going Jordan, Kobe, LeBron. That's just like I say,
yeah.
the faces of the NBA. For as that, who like that's who ran the NBA in the eras, and of course towards the end of LeBron careers, of course, yeah. Now that's when the league started changing. When the Steph Currys come in, the KDs come in, the you know when those come in
Yeah,
and they get established on because they were good coming in, but again, it took a while. It wasn't no
yeah,
LeBron James. It wasn't an 18-year-old phenom. It wasn't that when they came in.
yeah.
Honestly,
And
we
you know,
probably didn't have that until Zion came, probably. Correct me if I'm wrong. It can be some
that,
others, but far as
that
I know.
same kind of yeah, that same kind of hype
Yeah.
that LeBron had coming out. Yeah, that's the closest. That's the closest we've had.
Yeah.
That's the closest in terms of hype. Yes,
Yeah.
that's the closest.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That's the closest. So yes, like he really doesn't have anything else to prove, man. You know, um, like I said, man, he got the 4 titles. So he's got it. You know,
Yeah.
I know a lot of people still, oh man, the bubble this, the bubble that, the bubble that. But go talk to the NBA players, and the NBA players are the ones that said that was the hardest day. That was the hardest time for them. And people still forget at that time when they stopped, who was the number one team in the West that year? When the season
Right.
had, like the Lakers were the number one team in the West when the season
Yeah.
got short for COVID. Like they were number one in the West. So it's like, it's not a surprise that they won. So you
Yeah.
can't, you can't discredit him for that. You can't discredit him for that. They they still came back and played. Yes, it's not your traditional playoffs and NBA. No, it was not your traditional playoffs and finals. But at the end of the day, man, they still went out there and played. They still went out there and played. They still won. So, you know, the man is the leading scorer in NBA history now. Right. And he's gonna add to it. He's adding to it now. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that was a record that stood 30 something, 30 something, 40 something years. And the record might last, you know what I'm saying? who knows? By the time he finished, this record might not be touched again for another 30, 40 years. So, but definitely just had to give my dude, you know what I'm saying, some flowers on celebrating the big 4-0 and still out there balling. Still out there balling, doing his thing. And shout out Bronny too, you know what I'm saying? Bronny been doing his thing in the G League. I'm saying my dude been doing his thing in the G League.
And you hear crickets. You hear crickets too.
And all he needed to do was just start getting that confidence going, getting the rhythm going. But I think they should still let him play the rest of the season in the G League and just let him play. Let him play. But oh yeah, it's crickets.
It's crickets.
It's
but also I think that go back to motherfuckers was just they wasn't really hating on Bronny. They just knew it was hot at the time, and if you post about it, people's gonna engage, comment, and it's just for engagements. That's all. Because now if you go, because now if you post, oh, Bronny going off, you ain't gonna have that much engagement on the post.
Yeah, but if you have a bad game,
you know what I'm saying? Oh, Bronny had shot, and then now everybody, yeah. Oh, I told you, like,
yeah.
You know, shout out Bronny, man. Shout out Bronny, man.
Yeah. But just the Zion back.
I seen that.
How long is he going to be back?
I don't know. I'm gonna watch him, bro, because I seen he was back, and I said I'm gonna try to go catch. They play the Kings February 8th. I'm gonna try to go catch that game out there.
Yeah.
So,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He definitely looked in the best shape. He definitely looked like in the best shape he's ever been in since he's got to the league. You know, the dude's still jumping out the gym. Like the dude's still jumping out the gym. Like, but can he stay on the court? That's and pretty. And at this point, the Pelicans season is over already. Right? The Pelicans only won 7 games. They're at the bottom of the Western Conference.
They playing for a lottery pick.
So, something got to shake. They got to shake. They got will he be in New Orleans for the rest of the season? Who knows? Who knows? But they definitely got to shake some stuff up because this is a disappointing season for the Pelicans.
Hey, you know what's a surprise that people really ain't talking about though? Like, boy, ain't nobody sitting up there talking about Houston being number 2 in the West.
Yeah, you see that, huh?
Nobody ain't talking about Houston being number 2, bro. Like, you don't hear nothing about that. Like,
yeah, them young boys playing. Man.
Then you go over there in the East, you got Detroit in the fucking 8th spot. Like, and again, is this Detroit, the Pistons? These boys, I'm talking about these boys was just on a damn losing streak and a whole month losing streak or some shit, and they in a fucking playoff race.
Them young boys, you know what I'm saying? Them young boy playing. Look, man, the game just ended earlier, man, with Cleveland and OKC, the number 1 seed versus number 1 seed, 15-game win streak versus 10-game win streak.
Somebody gotta lose. Somebody gotta lose.
Somebody had to lose, and OKC lost. So Cleveland on an 11-game win streak now. And check this out. Both teams before the game, both teams were undefeated against each conference.
Okay.
OKC until tonight was undefeated against the Eastern Conference. And Cleveland, well, they're still undefeated against the Western Conference. So all their losses came against their respective conferences. Mm-hmm. So, and look, shout out to both those teams because they are they ball and yes. They're well put together teams. So shout out to the ownership of both those teams because they're well put together teams. Well put together teams. Boston's still the team. Boston's still gonna be the team that's favored to come out the East. But Cleveland, if they keep it up, they're gonna be that.
But like you say, I don't know. Because again, once you hit the playoffs, it's all that this record shit, that 32-4 and all that go out the door once.
Oh yeah. Boston, defending champs, they still gonna be the favorite to come out the East.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And shout out to Tatum. Shout out to my boy just Tatum. Because he out there hoop. He been out there, you know, he been out there cooking people.
Yeah.
He been out there putting on a show. He was putting on a show last night, really. He was putting on a show last night. And the Knicks, I gotta give it up to Cat because he I don't know what it is. I guess is him pretty much playing home because he is from New Jersey. He's from New Jersey. He's a Jersey kid. You know, New York, New Jersey. I look at it as the same. That's the same.
Right? Yeah, so, facts. Yeah.
So, he playing home, but he's definitely been balling. Like he been turning up since he been playing.
No, he facts.
And
him and Bridges.
And now it's kind of looking is yes, and I was very hard on him playing in Minnesota because it's like the way he was playing in Minnesota. Sometimes it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Now Minnesota struggling. Yes. Ant-Man pretty much trying to do. Ant-Man he pretty much trying to do everything by himself.
Yeah, Minnesota should have got rid of Gobert, man. I ain't gonna lie.
He just dropped 50 points the other day against Detroit, and they lost.
Yeah, that's bad when you do that and lose. That's bad.
Yeah, it is.
That's bad.
It is. It is. But I think, man, I'm gonna wrap it up right there.
Yeah.
Throw some shout outs.
Dig, man. Y'all already know, like I said last time on the last episode before New Year's, Happy New Year. Above the earth, _above the earth. Pretty girl, love flowers. Pretty girls love flowers. The hoodies out now. Make sure y'all hit them up _above the earth on Instagram, man. All sizes available. Get them before they gone. Shout out to Dignify Administration, man. They're over there on the East Coast right now doing their thing. Networking, promoting, and steady building. Y'all make sure y'all follow them, man. Dignify Administration. They over on Instagram. A lot of information on their page. Straight Facts Podcast got new episodes coming out. 2025. We rebranding. We got let me know whoever y'all want to see, and we're gonna try to make it happen, man. Or if you want to come on the Straight Facts Podcast, hit me up, man. We can make it happen, man. And that's all I got, man. That's all I got. Happy New Year's to everybody.
Yeah, same thing, man. Happy New Year to everybody. 2025. Look, it's a new year on the better thing. As always, man, y'all follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Y'all stream us on Spotify, iHeartRadio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Y'all subscribe to our channel, man. Go check out our videos, man. Give us some subscribers, man. Let's get some numbers up, man. Get some numbers up a little bit, man. Give us some views, and
Yeah.
And y'all be on the lookout for the new FOH
Yeah.
film production coming
Yeah.
out soon. Y'all be on the lookout for that.
Yes. Yes.
Starring, another, starring our
Yeah.
own,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
y'all
man.
be on
Y'all
the lookout for that. Be on the
devotion
lookout.
and homicides. Devotions and homicides.
Y'all, oh yeah, man, y'all be on the lookout.
Yeah.
And y'all go watch all the movies on Tubi,
Yeah.
Amazon. Y'all ain't watch them. If you watched them already, man, y'all go check that out. Y'all go check them out.
Yeah.
But
Because there's a few of them. If you didn't know, there's a few of them.
yeah, yeah, FOH Film Productions, man. They. I ain't gonna say they up next. They up now.
Facts. We up now.
So, Ben World Complex Sports, man. We out.
This ain't the Boot Disease, Conflict of Sports. We out.